Ladies and gentlemen, today let's talk about something deeply personal and universally resonant, our struggles and prayers. Life isn't a straight line of successes and joys. It's a complex journey filled with ups, downs, and everything in between. And in those moments when we're brought to our knees, it's easy to feel unseen and unheard. But let me remind you, God sees your struggles and hears your prayers. First, let's acknowledge the power of vulnerability. We often view struggles as weaknesses, something to hide or push through alone. But what if we saw them differently? What if we embraced our vulnerability as a testament to our courage? Being vulnerable means we're willing to show up even when the outcome is uncertain. It's in these moments that we truly connect with our inner strength. Faith becomes our anchor in adversity. When life feels overwhelming, it's faith that whispers. Keep going faith reminds us that even in the darkest hours, there's light ahead. It doesn't promise an easy journey, but it assures us that we're not alone in it. Faith fuels resilience, helping us rise each time we fall. And then there's the importance of connection. We're not meant to navigate this life in isolation. God places people in our lives to walk alongside us, to offer support, and sometimes to simply listen. And more profoundly, God himself is always there. Even when it feels like our prayers are bouncing off the ceiling, he hears every word, every cry, every whisper. Prayer is more than just a plea for help. It's a sacred dialogue, a space where we can pour out our hearts without fear of judgment. Prayer calms the storm within us, bringing peace and clarity. It's in these quiet moments of connection with God that we often find the strength to face another day. Let's talk about purpose. Struggles are not random or meaningless. They're often the catalyst for growth and understanding. Through our challenges, we discover new facets of ourselves, develop deeper empathy, and sometimes find a calling we never expected. What we see as a detour or setback, God sees as a step on the path to our purpose. So in your struggles, remember this: you are seen, you are heard, and you are deeply loved. Trust that your journey, with all its twists and turns, is shaping you into who you're meant to be. And know that every prayer you whisper is met with a divine presence that cares, understands, and is guiding you toward the light. Acknowledging vulnerability is one of the most profound and courageous acts we can embrace in our lives. It's about stepping into the rawness of our human experience, confronting our fears, and allowing ourselves to be truly seen. Vulnerability isn't weakness, though it's often perceived that way. In reality, it's the birthplace of courage, creativity, and genuine connection. When we face struggles, the instinct is often to put on a brave face, to soldier through as if nothing can shake us. Society teaches us to equate strength with invincibility, with having it all together. But real strength comes from admitting that we don't have all the answers, that we're not always okay, and that sometimes life hurts deeply. It's in those moments when we're willing to show our true selves, with all our imperfections, that we unlock a deeper, more authentic strength. Being vulnerable means allowing ourselves to feel. It means sitting with our pain, our fears, and our uncertainties instead of numbing them or pushing them aside. It's uncomfortable, yes. But it's also where transformation begins. When we let ourselves be vulnerable, we open the door to healing and growth. We create space for self-compassion, acknowledging that it's okay to struggle and to seek help. Vulnerability also fosters connection. Think about the moments when you felt most connected to others. Were they moments of perfection and ease, or were they moments when you shared your struggles, your doubts, and your fears? When we dare to be vulnerable, we give others permission to do the same. We build bridges of empathy and understanding, breaking down the walls of isolation that often accompany our struggles. Moreover, vulnerability is essential in our relationship with God. When we bring our true selves to prayer, our doubts, our fears, our hurts, we deepen that connection. God doesn't ask for perfection, he asks for honesty. When we're vulnerable before him, we invite his presence into the deepest parts of our lives. We allow his love to meet us right where we are, not where we think we should be. Embracing vulnerability is a radical act of courage. It's a declaration that our struggles do not define us, but are part of the complex, beautiful journey of being human. It's in this space of openness and honesty that we find our true strength, our deepest connections, and the transformative power of grace. The power of faith in adversity is a profound force that sustains us when life feels overwhelming. Adversity is an inevitable part of our journey, testing our resolve and challenging our spirit. In these moments, faith becomes a beacon of hope, guiding us through the darkness and reminding us that we are never truly alone. Faith is not about having all the answers or being certain of the outcome. It's about trusting in something greater than ourselves, even when we can't see the full picture. It's the quiet confidence that despite the chaos around us, there is a purpose to our pain and a light at the end of the tunnel. Faith doesn't eliminate the hardships, but it transforms our perspective, allowing us to see beyond the immediate struggle to the growth and strength that lie on the other side. In times of adversity, faith acts as an anchor, grounding us when everything else feels unstable. It gives us the courage to face our fears, to keep moving forward even when the path ahead is uncertain. It whispers to us that there is meaning in our suffering, that every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger. Faith also provides resilience. It's what helps us get back up after we've been knocked down. It tells us that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to something greater. With faith, we can endure the storm, knowing that it will not last forever. It instills in us a sense of peace, even in the midst of turmoil, because we trust that we are held by something far more powerful than our circumstances. Moreover, faith connects us to a source of strength that transcends our human limitations. It reminds us that we are part of a greater story, one where our struggles have purpose and our lives are woven into a divine tapestry. When we place our trust in God, we open ourselves to His guidance, His comfort, and His promise that we are never forsaken. Faith in adversity also has the power to inspire those around us. When we stand firm in our belief, even in the face of hardship, we become a source of hope and encouragement to others. Our resilience and trust in the midst of trials can light the way for those who are also struggling, showing them that it's possible to find strength and peace even in the darkest of times. Ultimately, faith in adversity is about surrendering our fears and doubts to a higher power, trusting that we are being led toward a greater good. It's about holding on to hope even when the outcome is unclear, and believing that every challenge is part of a larger plan designed for our growth and ultimate fulfillment. In this trust, we find not only the strength to endure, but also the grace to thrive. The importance of connection is deeply rooted in our nature as human beings. We are wired for relationship, for community, for connection with one another, and with the divine. In times of struggle, this need for connection becomes even more vital. It is through connection that we find solace, understanding, and the strength to navigate life's challenges. When we face hardships, it's easy to feel isolated, as if no one can truly understand what we're going through. This sense of loneliness can amplify our pain and make the burden feel even heavier. But connection breaks through that isolation. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. There are others who have walked similar paths who can offer empathy, support, and guidance. Connection with others allows us to share our burdens. When we open up and let others into our struggles, we not only lessen our load, but also invite their strength and perspective into our lives. This mutual sharing creates a bond that fosters healing and resilience. Through connection, we discover that our vulnerability is not a weakness, but a bridge to deeper, more meaningful relationships. In addition to connecting with others, our connection with God plays a crucial role in navigating adversity. This divine connection offers a source of unconditional love and understanding that transcends human limitations. God is always present, always listening, always ready to provide comfort and guidance. When we turn to Him in our struggles, we tap into a wellspring of peace and strength that can carry us through even the most difficult times. Prayer becomes a powerful tool for nurturing this connection. It is through prayer that we pour out our hearts to God, sharing our fears, our doubts, and our hopes. This act of reaching out, of seeking connection with the divine, brings a sense of peace and clarity that is often elusive in the midst of turmoil. It reminds us that we are seen, heard, and loved by a power far greater than ourselves. Connection also brings perspective. When we share our struggles with others or bring them to God in prayer, we gain insights that we might not have found on our own. Others can offer wisdom, encouragement, and a different view of our circumstances. God can provide a sense of purpose and direction that illuminates the path ahead. Furthermore, connection fosters resilience. Knowing that we are not alone gives us the strength to persevere. It instills hope and courage, enabling us to face our challenges with renewed determination. It also creates a safety net, a community of support that we can lean on in our times of need. In the end, connection is a lifeline in adversity. It reminds us that we are part of a larger human and spiritual family, that our struggles are shared, and that we are never truly alone. Through connection, we find the love, support, and strength we need to navigate life's challenges and emerge stronger, wiser, and more connected than ever before. The transformative power of prayer is a profound aspect of the human experience, offering solace, strength, and clarity in times of need. Prayer is more than a ritual. It is an intimate conversation with the divine, a sacred space where we can be our truest selves. In moments of adversity, prayer becomes a sanctuary, a place where we can lay down our burdens and find peace. At its core, prayer is about connection, connecting with God, with ourselves, and with the deeper truths of our lives. When we pray, we step into a space of honesty and vulnerability where we can express our fears, hopes, and gratitude without reservation. This act of opening our hearts allows us to confront our struggles with a sense of peace and acceptance that transcends our circumstances. Prayer transforms our perspective. It shifts our focus from the chaos around us to the stillness within. When we bring our worries and concerns to God, we release the weight of trying to control everything on our own. This act of surrender is not about giving up, but about trusting in a higher power that is always working for our good. Through prayer, we begin to see our challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Moreover, prayer cultivates resilience. In times of difficulty, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and powerless. Prayer, however, reminds us that we are never alone. It reconnects us with the strength and guidance of the divine, helping us to face our challenges with courage and hope. Each time we pray, we tap into an infinite source of wisdom and love that empowers us to persevere. Prayer also fosters inner peace. Life's struggles can leave us feeling anxious and unsettled, but prayer provides a space to quiet our minds and find calm amidst the storm. This peace is not about the absence of difficulties, but about the presence of a deep trust in God's plan for our lives. It's the assurance that no matter what we face, we are held in a love that will never let us go. Another transformative aspect of prayer is its ability to bring clarity. When we are caught up in the whirlwind of life's challenges, it can be hard to see the way forward. Prayer helps us to center ourselves, to listen for that still, small voice of guidance that often gets drowned out by the noise of our fears and doubts. In the quiet of prayer, we can discern the next steps to take, find solutions we hadn't considered, and gain a deeper understanding of our circumstances. Prayer also strengthens our relationship with God. It's through regular communication that we deepen our trust and intimacy with the divine. As we bring our whole selves, our joys, sorrows, hopes, and fears to God, we develop a stronger sense of His presence in our lives. This ongoing dialogue nourishes our spirit and reinforces our faith, helping us to grow in our spiritual journey. Lastly, prayer has the power to transform our hearts. It softens the edges of our pain, helps us to forgive, and opens us to love and compassion. Through prayer, we are reminded of our interconnectedness with others and our shared humanity. It inspires us to act with kindness and empathy, even in the face of our own struggles. In essence, the transformative power of prayer lies in its ability to change us from the inside out. It doesn't always change our circumstances, but it changes how we experience them. It equips us with the peace, strength, and clarity we need to navigate life's challenges and helps us to grow in our relationship with God and with ourselves. Through prayer, we find a source of hope and healing that carries us through no matter what we face. Seeing struggles as a path to purpose is a profound shift in perspective that can transform how we experience the challenges of life. Often when we face difficulties, our immediate reaction is to question why we are going through them. We wonder if there is any meaning in our pain, and we may even feel discouraged or lost. However, when we begin to view struggles not as random or meaningless, but as essential steps in our journey toward fulfilling our purpose, everything changes. struggles, by their very nature, push us out of our comfort zones. They challenge our assumptions, test our limits, and force us to confront aspects of ourselves we might otherwise ignore. In this way, struggles become a catalyst for growth. They invite us to dig deeper, to explore our inner resources, and to develop resilience and strength. Without challenges, we might never realize the depth of our courage or the breadth of our capabilities. Moreover, struggles often reveal our hidden strengths and talents. When we are faced with adversity, we are compelled to find new ways of thinking and acting. We discover abilities we didn't know we had, and these discoveries can lead us closer to understanding our true purpose. For instance, someone who faces significant hardship may develop a profound sense of empathy and later find their purpose in helping others who are going through similar challenges. Struggles also teach us valuable lessons about life and about ourselves. They show us what truly matters, stripping away the superficial and bringing our focus to the core of who we are and what we stand for. Through hardship, we learn patience, perseverance, and humility. We come to understand the value of compassion, both toward ourselves and others, and we learn to appreciate the moments of joy and peace more deeply. In many cases, our struggles align with our purpose by shaping our perspective and equipping us with the tools we need to fulfill it. Think of the stories of countless individuals who have turned their personal pain into a mission to help others, whether through advocacy, creating change, or simply offering support. Their struggles became the foundation upon which they built lives of meaning and impact. Additionally, seeing struggles as part of our path to purpose helps us to endure them with greater grace and resilience. When we trust that there is a purpose behind our pain, it becomes easier to bear. We begin to view our hardships not as obstacles to be avoided, but as necessary steps in our journey of becoming who we are meant to be. This mindset doesn't erase the pain or difficulty of the struggles, but it provides a sense of hope and direction. Furthermore, struggles can deepen our sense of connection to others. When we share our experiences of hardship, we open the door to empathy and solidarity. We realize that we are not alone in our struggles and that our stories can inspire and help others. In this way, our personal challenges contribute to a larger purpose, creating a community of support, understanding, and mutual growth. Finally, seeing struggles as a path to purpose encourages us to trust the process of life. It teaches us to have faith that everything we go through is shaping us for a reason. Every setback, every failure, every heartbreak is preparing us for the next chapter of our journey. This trust allows us to move forward with courage, knowing that even when we can't see the full picture, each struggle is a step toward our greater purpose. In essence, struggles are not detours from our path, they are integral to it. They mold us, teach us, and guide us toward discovering who we are and what we are meant to do. When we embrace this perspective, we can navigate life's challenges with a sense of hope, purpose, and resilience, knowing that every struggle has the potential to lead us closer to our true calling. Life's struggles are not meaningless detours, but pivotal moments that shape our journey toward purpose and fulfillment. They push us to grow, reveal our hidden strengths, and teach us invaluable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. By embracing vulnerability, leaning on faith, and finding connection with others and with God, we can transform our pain into a powerful force for growth and discovery. Prayer becomes our anchor, providing peace and clarity in the midst of chaos, while guiding us toward a deeper understanding of our path. And when we begin to see our challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, we unlock the potential within us to live with greater courage, empathy, and purpose. Every struggle, no matter how difficult, carries within it the seeds of transformation, leading us closer to the person we are meant to become. Trust in this process and know that through it all, you are seen, heard, and deeply loved.